How's it going, guys? Battle of Honor season just ended. It was pretty damn tight between me and Spirits at the very end. Gonna hit my claim rewards and see if we held on. Oh shit. Alright, well, I guess I gotta kind of pass it on and let Spirits take first next week, so we won't be making a serious run at it. Maybe I do want to kind of try for a serious run at second because I have a long history of placing second, but this is going to be great. I want to put a thanks out to Aaron's son, who some pretty bad luck happened to the Spirits in the end. Excuse me. Is this the old battle record still? It's still here. I don't know why it's all like this. Sorry, I had my brightness all the way down. I guess it doesn't matter for anybody watching. Oh, let's see. I got revenged by this guy as soon as the season ended. Alright, so got revenged by... Wait, lose? Oh, he just attacked me. For some reason I thought that I attacked him and lost, and there's no way that I did that in the very end. Okay, let's see. Where is he? Alright, right there. Okay. So I was able to take Spirits on in the last 15 minutes or so. This person kind of helped me, Byung Shin. Apparently lost to me twice, so that's good for a good 6 points. That's actually really nice. Oh! I wonder if this Korean person here lost to me deliberately. I'm just trying to see what it is that kind of helped me out the most here right now. I don't think this Korean person would just lose to me deliberately, but generally by the end of the week you have a good grasp of the other person's team, and unless some really crazy thing like a dodge out of absolutely nowhere with a 5% rate happens, or something like that, there's generally no way for you to actually lose. So curious as to whether or not this was help or not. Hoping not to get pissed off about it. Let's see. Wait, is this the same person right here? Okay, well, if he revenged me in the same hour, maybe it was just some dumb luck. Yeah, it's the same person. Okay. Alright, well, there's a good thing. Let's see, anything else? Just trying to see if there's anybody who was trying to feed me points or anything. It looks like everybody in the top 10 was still going for it hard. Revenged. Defended against revenged. I'm going to call this Korean person from now on because they're pretty regular in the top 10. I'm going to call this one Korean Scarecrow because I see a scarecrow at the first character. This is right here. Right in the middle here. That's Korean Robot. He was the first person that nobody thought had a voice, but it turns out he does have a voice. There's another Korean player I'm going to call Korean Snowman, but I don't think he plays top 10. But he does have a character that makes a snowman when you combine them together. So I wonder if his name's even real or if I'm just racist. We don't know about that yet. But like in the last 10 minutes or so, I did get a fight off against Spirits, which was nice. And I think that really helped me. That was a good 30 points or whatever. It got me pretty close to him. But what was really nice is Aaron's son did not revenge me. Also, well, actually, it looks like I revenged Spirits and fought him in very close proximity to each other. So that's worth about 30 points or so. But it looks like Aaron's son actually specifically didn't revenge me in the last hour or so, which I very, very much appreciate. Also, what he did do is he revenged Spirits twice in the last 15 minutes successfully. He was able to attack Spirits. Let's see. He was able to attack Spirits twice. I'm not sure if he queued up against him and then fought him and revenged him, or if he revenged Spirits, and then as he was revenging him, Spirits attacked Aaron, and then Aaron revenged him a second time. But I do know that he was able to do it twice, which is really cool, because I remember being 20 points or so down. I won a game that put me 10 or so up, and then it it put me in first after that ended, and then I played two more. There was 5 minutes left or so. I played two more. I got 7 points and 7 points on the defense. Let's see, where's the... Don't know why I went away from that. Yeah, these are the other two I played. Funny thing is here, I did attack Aaron because he was worth the most points. But I attacked these two people. These were my last things. One of the people, I think the Korean person, I got the square map. Now, what's really nice about PvP in the last little bit is if you can queue the square map a lot, you can get through matches so fast because it's literally done in one turn. Whereas it's not like it's like 3, 4, 5 turns if you're on the ice map. So I queued up on the bridge, I think, the least amount of times. For me, it was just straight crap, I got the ice map, or yes, I got the square. But for the most part, it was ice map, and it was really starting to frustrate me. I was not making very much but I was going hard for the last 2 hours. And the first hour, I got the ice map so many times, it looked like I just felt like he was getting farther ahead of me than I was catching up, and I'm playing and winning constantly. So it's really annoying. I would still like to see them remove the losing of honor points from being attacked. I think that if somebody does have the top spot, they should be able to defend it themselves, and other people attacking you and things like that shouldn't be huge factors in doing it. Like if you got 100 point lead and you're doing nothing but winning, then the other person that's gaining on you better be making some pretty damn impactful wins. Or maybe if they just did it based off something other than a point system. Like I know the new Star Wars game, how it works is you could only attack people within a certain rank of you, and you only get so many attacks per day. And you have to be able to take the spot of the person who is ahead of you. So how it works is if I defeat this person fairly, then I can take their position. Now that probably wouldn't work for Fantasy War Tactics because the tactics part of it, the AI is pretty bad. But maybe some other kind of system in place, something that like if you just played a ton of games. Let's look at my. Oh, I guess we can't see my record for last season, can we? Can't see it. All right. Well, let's just say I had 300 games played, and my win rate percentage was basically perfect, based off attacks and defenses. They should have two separate things for attack and defense. If under your control you have a 100% win rate and you've beaten everybody, and now they should still. I think they should still use the point system or something like that, something to queue you up with people in the same group as you, but maybe have different brackets. So this, like in Legion of Heroes, for example, for the Coliseum, what they did was at the end of the week, if you placed so well in your league, then you would get the rewards, but also move up to the next league. And there was a really nice prize for being the first place or whatever, or maybe it was top 3. I think it was first place though. For being in the Coliseum for that week, it would actually get you a very overpowered hero or something like that, something really cool. But maybe if they had some kind of other division, some different way other than the points. The point system is cool too if you just take away how the revenge works, but I definitely wouldn't have been able to get first place if it wasn't for Aaron's son, actually, in the last little bit. I also probably had 0 chance of winning if I lost to... I don't know why people name themselves things like God. But if I had lost to God here, if I had lost to this Korean name person, if I had lost to... Korean robot, and this Byung-shun took 2 shots at me, but if he won either one of them, then I probably would have not been able to go through either. So, like, those are all things in the last hour. Defended against a revenge on Jason Doan. Now, Jason Doan is somebody who I was attacking specifically because... when he queued up, anyway, because I know that he did have a lot of times where I defended against revenges from him. I remember seeing certain names. It's really important to remember people who are generally pretty strong or have good parties who are attacking you who aren't being successful at it. So any one of these people, I think it was close enough. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought of something. Any one of these people, if I just didn't win the defense on any of those, it would have been lights out. I guess Spirits could probably say the same thing. His ranking probably looks about the same as this, with the same ish amount of defended against revenges, but because he was holding first for the longer period of time, it looks like it would probably be more impactful for him. Aronson already ranked 3. Wow, man. Anyway, is there anybody that isn't? No. All right. Saying about maybe playing a game, but it doesn't look like there'd be any fun to it. Anyway, I just want to post this video real quick, and since we're here and just me being on high rank is kind of cool. Oh, his 5-star liner got the max level. Sweet. I thought maybe somehow we had both gotten first or something because everybody was saying "Grat Spirits, nice spirits." I think Spirit speaks English. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna pick somebody at random, and we're gonna do a checks out their team. Wow, I do not like this autocorrect. If you're wondering about my keyboard, it is Swift Key Flow. Alright, I guess it's going to be that Swift guy. Alright, well, Swift asked first, so let's just do him. Alright. Serendi, Moo, Chenny, Carrot, and Jack. Wow. Well, you know what? People who have generally got only good characters shouldn't really be making requests like this. If you just want some, I'm going to do a quick comment on his characters. It looks like he's dropped Deborah for Chenny, though those two are definitely interchangeable depending on the situation. He probably doesn't use Jack, for example, when he's in Cuckoo Dungeons, because it's more about killing things really fast and farming efficiently, and Jack, like, there's just no super boss for him to go be awesome against. But that being said, Serendi, Carrot, Chenny, Moo, and Jack. This is literally the ideal, perfectly balanced team. You have a very strong tank. You have extremely good utility, both in regular debuffs and status debuffs. You have status debuff healing if your tank ends up taking it. You have very good wide area damage. Between Serendi, Carrot, Moo, and Chenny, you have huge, perfect coverage of a lot of things. You also have a lot of strong defense. Moo's guaranteed stun is amazing. Like, there's really should be no question about that at all. Moo is both good in PvP and PvE, so a lot of people are thinking that she's not as good at PvP because she doesn't have 5 movement, so she can't run over on the bridge and get a perfect stun if you have her in your slot 1, but that's perfectly fine because you should probably lead with your 3rd skill anyway so you can get guaranteed crit rate. Let's see, what else we got here? He's got Lancer Alex, and I'm totally jelly about that, so he can go to hell for that. He probably uses Kai for PvP. But doesn't have him right now as he's probably doing some PvE-like stuff. I use Kai for PvE and PvP, to be honest. I think he's awesome. But if I want to say that he's better than a ton of certain characters, like, I'd mostly use Kai for PvE because I got a lot of sets on him for PvP, and I think he's just stronger with the sets. I'd probably rather have Moo in my party in regular PvE if I had no sets at all and it was just all about characters. Then I'd probably be using Moo over Kai, just because she brings the same area damage that he does. On minions, I'm not too worried about ignoring defense because their defense is generally not that high. And for bosses, Carrot has the defense debuff, so Kai is kind of not that amazingly useful in PvE. considering how Moo hits the same area as he does. Now, granted, Kai's going to hit it a heck of a lot harder than Moo will, but the second time around, Moo's got a guaranteed crit. Yeah, you can build Kai super crit. Like my Kai's built super crit. I think it's got like a 50-something% crit rate. Although I have to have a lot of swords on him too for the hit rate. Serendi, people who don't think that Serendi has good area damage are wrong. She literally does have it all. Except her movement is conditional. I really think that you should probably, if you're watching Swift, save up and get yourself a Serendi costume for that extra movement. You're definitely free to play, looks like. Totally cool with that. Just save up all your, you know what? The heck with the Serendi costume until you have full accessories and full gear on everybody. You should probably just be buying equipment capsules. So just make sure you're buying things during events and doing things kind of optimally. You don't really want to waste it on one character's one movement. She's good enough as a 4-movement hero if you can keep her nice and healthy. And with Moo combined, you could definitely manage that. One thing I did notice, though, you should probably switch Moo and Carrot's positions for starting positions. Serenity is good going first because she does have the debuff removal, so that'll be great for supporting anybody who does get charmed, for example, so long as it's not Serenity. Though, of course, if you had an Omnipotent Omniscient set in your future, which is not bloody likely, just so people know, an SS, a piece of, like a full SS 5-star set, is probably worth between $600 to $1,600, and I have to be very vague like that because the drop rates are absolutely horrendous. I want to say right now, first and foremost, that I am known as somebody who has spent a decent amount of money on this game, and I have never gotten a SS piece of 5-star gear. So maybe think about that for a bit, because I have 2 full gold tiger sets, and I have disassembled 3 of the it's for area type attack characters. I have 3 really bad A sets that just had 0 things to bring to the table. And if whatever they did have, it was not worth me having to have gear that I couldn't unequip for less than whatever the crystal cost would be. Also, this was all thoughts before the recent patch. May have been different if I knew it was only going to be 10 crystals going in. But at the same time, I still would have prioritized better potentials on gear, and it's just not generally likely that I would have gotten amazing potentials on my set gear. Generally, I keep my modification potions for when I get a piece of set gear, because I need to re-roll tons of times to get really amazing potentials for pieces of gear that I know for an absolute certain I'm never going to replace. But for regular gear, I prioritize upgrading the ones that have the best effects. Like if I have an orange piece and I have a blue piece, but the blue piece has a pink damage potential on it, you know I'm definitely not going to go for the cheaper route of upgrading the orange piece. So just some food for thought. Generally, doing that too, I've been able to collect quite a lot of good pieces, and sometimes in my inventory I have nowhere to put certain things. But Serenity first slot, amazing. Moo in the 4th slot would be better for you here, just because Carrot needs to be able to fire her debuff before the rest of the team goes at it. Also, Carrot's going to be a better person to go and soften things up. Moo would be better to go in and take the kill to protect herself, because she can heal everybody else other than herself. So, for example, you spray the field with Moo with Carrot on this side. Maybe you go to the other side and you drop a big Chenny bomb on something, and then Moo can go into whichever one of the groups maybe didn't die and clean up the area like that. And Jack can pick off any stragglers, things like that. Serendi's area coverage is pretty damn awesome in the mid game of whatever you're doing. Also fantastic at all points in time in PvP, because they're on a grid. It's just so likely that you're going to be able to hit 2 people in a 3x3 range. Arranging yourself like that. I think that hitbox on the 3rd skill is designed specifically for for Serendi here, which is why they have given her good movement potential. They've just made it very situational. Like, for example, you have to have her HP above 80% or you lose 2 movement. They don't want Serendi to be too broken of a hero, though I think that she's pretty damn amazing. She's so broken in every way. But other than switching those two things, I don't think I would do much, because everything else looks pretty damn solid. Like you got everything basically where you want it. You have your utility going first. If you put Carrot in the second slot, you got your main debuff going second. You got your best attacker going third to start clean, fresh, boom, defense is down, here I come. Which is really nice about Chenny in this party is any bosses that have more than like 2800 or however much, 2500 defense, whatever Carrot ignores. Chenny can use her third skill to ignore the rest of that. So some really good synergy there. Maybe if you want to put Chris in as a PvE tank at some point in time, that'd be kind of more for a situational thing. Or any other kind of defense debuffing heroes. I think that if we do have any bosses that are like the 50 boss from last tower coming around again, which they have mentioned there is going to be a hard mode for the tower, you might want to raise a 5th slot hero that might be able to lower defense or something like that. So just looking at what you got here, I don't really think that you have anything. Just trying to think of characters that even have defense debuffs that are not situational. Soraka is not super helpful for you because it's definitely only working if you have less than 50% health. Ian has one, but again, that's rock cuckoo pieces are generally the hardest ones to farm. They're the most annoying to farm for sure. So investing your hard-earned rock pieces into Ian doesn't seem like the most amazing thing to do in the world. I'll have to look into all the other heroes and get back to you on that one. But maybe Lancer Alex, if you're thinking, replacing Jackman PvP for Lancer Alex, that would be freaking amazing because you have a character that can pull aggro still, so you can still benefit from it. It's his aggro pull is going to be small. I'm going to tell you right now, like my Bearman, Bearman is not a particularly good hero when you are being attacked. Unless the person's using paper characters. If they're using paper characters, then Bearman will clean house, for sure. But Bearman's generally not super fantastic. Actually, if we were going to be really crazy about it, I'm pretty sure that Bearman is going to be a really easy target, being a 4-movement melee hero. But on offense, I can basically guarantee, by casting my third skill, that everyone attacks Bearman. Actually, what's really important about my formation right now is that everybody attacking Bearman when I attack makes me do stupid things deliberately. If I drop Bearman for an attacker on my team right now, I'd probably have to relearn how to play PvP, and that is completely the 100% truth. I don't want to learn how to play again without aggro, because I think that aggro is so broken. Yeah, when you're defending, it's going to be better for you to have a 4th attacker. But when you're when you're on the offense, it gives you such a huge advantage to be able to know that 1, your character is going to survive attacks, and 2, everybody's going to attack your character. So it's pretty cool. If they ever make player versus player PvP, I hope that they make aggro something like Charm. Whereas if the aggro triggers, then it takes control away from the other player, and they go and or they're only allowed to attack a certain character. Like, oh no, I've been pulled by aggro, what the hell? But then you have to go and choose how you're going to attack that person. You can choose to walk away from them, or you can go and attack the tank or something like that. I think if they did that, then it would be an actual legit, everybody in the world would use Bearman at that point in time, because he's just so badass. Let's see, what else do we got here? Yeah, so Lancer, Alex, and Kai, good alternatives. But yeah, maybe look into getting another character that can lower defense. Maybe raising Chris is a bit of a waste. She is not the greatest hero in the game. But Lancer Alex will be able to kind of do tanky things, be a super tank hero. The only big problem with Alex right now, and the reason why I don't know if I would be able to incorporate him into my PvP team if I did get him, and I want him so damn bad. Because he's paper, unfortunately, the only slot 1 rock hero that I can think of as viable is Rage. Now, I don't mean that any slot 1 rock hero is bad, just that in the first slot spot, Rage is the only one who is like actually completely amazing. Man, look at Lance being such a pimp here. Cooperation bonus with Deb and Tao. I guess he's always talking about how he needs to be chivalrous and needs to have a lady and whatever in all the loading screens, but damn. He likes him large. No lolly love for leg day, man. But Alex would probably get one shot all the freaking time, even though he is tanky as hell. Because once we have Lee, guarantee almost everybody and their mother is going to be using Lee in slot 1. It's going to screw a lot of crap up too, because Lee going in slot 1 with like a ghost step set, he'll be able to go down the center in the ice map and hit almost anybody with that 5 range. If he goes second, if you go first on the ice map and Lee has a ghost step set in slot 1, your first move is to like maybe go up 2 spaces and go hide in the corner to the left or to the right so that you can't be hit by Lee when he comes all the way down and takes the center. It's going to be really annoying. But Lee also ignores a couple thousand defense, and he's got to have one of the strongest attacks in the game, so that's the only thing that I'm not loving about Lancer Alex right now, is that he's paper. Ugh. But I definitely need this guy on my PvE team. This guy's a superhero. Just like, how could you not like these skills? First off, any character that hits 5 range is amazing. And pretty soon we're going to be able to have like full 5 range character teams too. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to have to raise a Lancer Alex. I'm going to have to get myself a kitty. Alright, well that's going to be it. Generally a pretty solid team. I'm going to see if that other person still wants to be examined. Though his name escapes me, so I guess I won't be able to do that. Alright. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're going to go ahead and spend our money. Real quick. I might as well put that in the part of the video just because. Forget the equipment capsules. Okay, I don't want any of those. I kind of want a frenzy token. For the 1 extra movement, it would be nice. I'm thinking about taking the aggro set off Bearman for star 2 and giving him 5 movement, so that would be nice for Bearman. But I'd probably just get another Legion banner and know what to do with it, so that wouldn't be a good buy. If it wasn't for the Nepenthes Conqueror and the Outer Space, I'd be all over this Beast Rain shit. I did try a few pulls, and I got 2 pieces of Beast Rain, but I think I got like 7 pieces of Outer Space. And actually, you know what? I got 2 pieces of Outer Space, and I got 4 pieces of Nepenthes Conqueror, which I basically disassembled. That was a bad idea. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably put that Nepenthes Conqueror set on Deb. Anyway, for 3-star slot, does she have anything there? 4-star gear, nothing even remotely close here. I don't know why anybody has been buying 4-star gear during this event, but wow, what a huge waste. The Sunset Sheriff looks like it could be a cool PvE item, but from what I'm seeing from the Tower of Dawn, which is going to be the only really hard things... Are you kidding me? You know what's a better item for Dimensional Breakthrough than this Dimensional Conqueror set? Every other good set, that's a good set. But the Sunset Sheriff would be good in PvE maps like World Conquest, but in the Tower, I highly doubt it, because generally most of the hard maps, which are the boss maps, the boss is really pretty in your face about it, so can't really see that being super useful. And anything that's only really useful on maps like that, it's just, you want to have pieces of gear that are universally good all the time, or their situational effect is extremely common and blow your mind amazing. Like this thing right here. Only activated if you are the last man standing. And for me, that means in Dimensional Breakthrough, I have badassery. I actually rolled a potential on one of my new chess pieces I got, and I got a 10% HP buff, so thinking about doing a roll for this again. Oh, this is it, the Hellish Flames Guide. I've disassembled so many of these pieces. If my HP falls below 30%, this is a terrible... Like, this wouldn't even be a great effect if it was, like, without the condition. It would still be kind of a subpar effect, which is why I don't understand it. I do want this set. I want one piece. By one piece, I mean one full set. But, like I said, I've never gotten an SS piece, so I think we're going to go for this one again. I think it would be better to wait to see what the next 5-star is, because I'd rather have Trinity, Eldrika's Trinity for Bearman instead of a piece of Omniscient and Omnipotent for Serenity, but I think this is well spent. What's called money? Rank 1 money. Oh. Oh. Wow. Maybe we got the full SS set. Or we got a Tiger gun. Oh man, if that was the Tiger chess piece, I would have crapped my pants. I think I gotta check my equipment real quick, because I think I might have just actually made something awesome happen. I did. I have 3 sets of this. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to raise this now and put it on Serenity just in case she's the last one standing. Or maybe I should put it on Bearman. Serenity's too easy of a target. Oh, but Bearman's got such good stuff. Well, that's not that amazing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool too. Well, darn. Oh well. Shoot. This sucks. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go try one more pull, and we'll just hope it's a chess piece. Come on, chess piece. Blue armor. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. We could dream. Now, eventually, if I ever get another piece of the Gold Tiger set, then hopefully it's a chess piece, and then I'll equip it to somebody amazing or whatever. I'm sure I'll find some way to make it amazing. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Oh, man. Forgot I just won 1,000 crystals half. That price for 5-star gear is so broken. It's got to go down. Later, guys.